Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's me, Mr. Anchor, back with you for another quick episode of the Mr. Anchor Show. Alright, a lot of things are going on that we just every one of us, every single one of us, need to just stop and listen to some logistical facts real quick. Alright, Hillary Clinton does not have the popular vote. Now, people will say, well, we got the numbers sitting in front of us. We got this, and this, and that, and this. Hold on. Before you get your panties in a wad, here's why. Alright, take people like me. People who went in to vote, but unfortunately when I went in to vote, I was registered someplace else because when I registered my ID for my new address, it was supposed to transfer my voter registration to this area, but it didn't. So my vote was not going to be counted until today, as of right now. And you have several provisions and ballots of paper votes that are not going to be counted until today or even later. So we do not know the exact numbers of the actual votes. We only know what has been counted so far. But to tell you the truth, we may never know the full amount of votes that each candidate has had. Alright, take Oklahoma for example, that went red and voted for Trump. The electoral votes went to him. The lead was it was about 450,000 to 550,000 votes against Hillary Clinton. So Trump had 450 to 500,000 more votes. Now let's take Oklahoma. Let's say they have a bunch of paper ballots, to be counted at a later date. But here's the thing, Oklahoma will sit there and other states like Oklahoma, where there's such a big lead, in which there was 29 states where Trump won the popular vote. Most of them, he had big majority leads. So what happens there is if there's not enough paper ballots or not enough late ballots or anything like that to make up the difference to actually sway the Electoral College, they won't even bother counting them. So some people's votes will not count. And that's unfortunate. Yes, I know people will be going, well, our votes, our voices should count. Well, it does. It does. It does in a way. But when you have such a majority lead, and the paper ballots won't make a difference, then what is the point? Why waste taxpayer money? Why waste funding on doing these countings for something that won't even make a difference? Here's the other thing. I've even railed up against the Electoral College myself. I didn't quite understand it. But now, with this election, I do understand it. People are pissed off that their candidate lost, and they've been protesting all across the country about it, especially in major cities. Here's the thing. You think those people are pissed? Imagine pissing off over half the country, 29 states. That's why electoral colleges are important. Could you imagine 29 states being pissed off? And not just the tens of thousands that are marching in cities? It would be chaos. It would be mayhem. It would be ridiculous. So the Electoral College, even though as much as I dislike it, I do admit serves its purpose. Now, protesting, yes, we do have the right to free speech. We do have the right of assembly. Well, which is basically saying you have the right to protest. But there are rules to our rights that people do not understand. You can't be a felon, the right to bear arms. It even has rules. You can't be a felon and own arms. You can't be a felon and vote. You can't, you can't make threats like some people on these protestings have made. That is illegal. Threats are illegal. You will be arrested. It's just the way it is. Freedom of speech does not guarantee that you can threaten somebody. Hate speech is guaranteed. But why is hate speech guaranteed and not threats? Hate speech is just, people talking about how they hate one another or such and such. It's not specifically targeting somebody. or well, it does target a certain demographic, but it doesn't target a certain person. So threats, or a certain place, I should say, also, because if you make a threat against a place, like say, I want to burn down the White House, like some of these protesters have been saying, then yeah, that's a threat. That's specific. Uh, you know, freedom to assembly has rules too. In the cities that these people are protesting, guess what? You're breaking the law. You know, there are rules to protesting. If you have over a certain amount of people, you must have a permit, or else it's illegal. If you're out in the roads or you're blocking highways, guess what? It's illegal. Uh, know your rights, but know the rules to your rights, ladies and gentlemen. And this division that everybody's talking about and that everybody's living in fear, what fear? What fear? If you're here legally, then why are you worried? You should have no reason to worry. Let's break things down into logistical facts. And facts, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm presenting to you cannot be disputed because it is what is. Everything else is emotion, how you feel about what is. So, what is, excuse me, I need to take a drink. My mouth's awful dry. Ooh. Sorry, I've been taking some medicine, muscle relaxer for my leg, and it dries out my mouth like a son of a bitch, and I hate it. Oh, God. You know, so I'm telling you what is. I mean, you can't argue with facts. And you know, you may feel a certain way about the way I'm presenting, or the information that I'm presenting to you, but that's your feelings. And people are going off of feelings, but there is no reason for fear. Illegal means you're breaking the law. You're breaking the law. And in America, we either stand by what's right or we fall by what's wrong. So illegal, if you're here illegally, yeah, you might have some fear. You might have to worry about something. But is it going to be immediate? Everybody's acting like it's going to happen overnight. No, it's not going to happen overnight. I mean, he's not even in the White House yet. You know, he hasn't even set foot, well, he set foot in there the other day to take a tour, and him and Melania and President Obama and Michelle met, all that stuff. Well, he's your candidate. Yeah, I did vote for him, but I voted for him for a different type of reason than everybody else did. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, corruption does run deep in our government. The Republicans do not like Donald Trump. Most of them don't. And that's a good thing. You don't want somebody who owes favors, who took Republican funding, and now has a Republican-controlled House and Senate, because he would owe favors then. He doesn't owe nobody jack squat. So he can't actually go against the corrupt in Washington. And that's what I want. When I said I was going to wage a war on the government, that means I wanted true information and true accurate things to come out to make, you know, government officials realize that, hey, our system may be broken, we need to fix it, and President Trump is a good start to that. Take for instance, go to the news channel RT. There's a 10-minute clip of a U.S. senator, and he has him holding up a newspaper. If you need a little bit of visual guidance, actually I'll put the link in the comments below, stating what I've known for quite a while, that we arm terrorists, us. We arm people to do the most despicable things in the world, and that angers me more than anything in the world. And people don't even think about that. People don't even think about that. We're arming these assholes. And it pisses me the hell off. That is real anger right there. Knowing that we are given weapons to do the most heinous things in the world to other people. And it will stop once Trump goes into office. And the senator, he knows that. He knows that. People saying that it's all about racism. No, it's not. It's two white people at the office or to be voted upon. Guess what? People of all colors, all races, all sexes voted for each and every candidate. So you can't claim racism. I don't know where the hell everybody's getting that bullshit from. I don't know where everybody's getting the bullshit for the LGBT community that Trump is against them. When he boldly, point blank, and in the same video that I just recommended to you in the comment section below, point blank says he's going to fight for your fucking rights. So where is this false anger coming from? What? You're mad because your candidate lost, so you're reacting to your feelings? That's how conflict starts, ladies and gentlemen. With name calling, protesting, and acting like bloody idiots. Because what I just gave you is the true information. Not this false narrative that everybody wants to cram down our damn throats, especially some CNN anchor. And Trump gets called all sorts of names because he calls out the media for the bias last night and causing the protest. And it is true, because on election night, watch it. Every daggone news anchor in the world was, Trump's winning, and then saying everything bad underneath the sun that they could say about the guy. Everything. And nothing bad about Hillary Clinton. The bias fed this little daggone protesting or so-called movement that everybody says it is in the streets that are happening across America and the big cities every night since Trump has won. A biased media fed you a bunch of bullshit and people fell for it hook, line, and sinker. And yes, I'm angry about it. Because I hate misinformation. I do. I hate it with a passion. That's why I want truth, honor, and integrity to bond us and unite us all. And these protesters don't even listen to their supposed leaders. Obama calls for unity. Hillary called for unity after she lost. And look at the disrespect that they show. Sorry. This protesting is infantile. It's like spoiled little brats throwing a fit until they get their way based off of information that is not accurate. Stop the nonsense, America. Let's get the truth. Let's get some honor and integrity behind us and then tackle something. And unite as one, because guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We can accomplish a hell of a lot more as one than divided like a bunch of little idiots. Because conflict leads to bad things. And I'm the type of person, if you want to have conflict, then fine. Let's do it. But we're going to do it right. Let's go out in the battlefield and let's have it the fuck out, or else shut the fuck up and work with each other like common, decent, human beings. I'm Mr. Anger. This is my last message about this daggone election. Hopefully it sinks through to some of you. Hopefully it sinks through to all of us. We need to bond as America. We need to face this corrupt government and backroom deals that allow us to fund terrorists and to arm terrorists to destroy the innocent. We need to stand by what's right. We do, or fall by what's wrong. If you're not illegal, then why the hell are you scared? Thank you, media, for the fear that you've instilled into an easily persuaded America who doesn't bother to check their facts and check your words. This is on you. I'll blame CNN, NBC, ABC, Fox, everybody. Because this hate comes from all of them. Every one of them has a bias. As I said before in a video, the world that I want will never exist. For us to be truly free, truly equal on this path of misinformation and going off on feelings, it's just leading to destruction. And yeah, it does make me mad. It does. It makes me beyond mad. You know, I thought after an election, everything would be said, done, and over with, and everybody would go on about their ways. Plenty of presidents have lost, well, actually, it's 4 or 5 presidents have won without the popular vote before, but never has there been a reaction as stupid as this one. I don't know what to say. I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed of my countrymen. I'm Mr. Anger. Y'all have a good day.